rodeo nights laid there on the banks of the Rio. New silver buckle on your jeans next to mine.
It's time now for Yellow Jacket basketball. The Yellow Jackets are looking for a great season for both the senior boys and senior lady Yellow Jackets.
Everybody get your hands up.
Both teams will be returning some outstanding players and promising new faces this year. Hoping to follow up on last year's success, Coach Judson Smith of the senior boys will be hoping to top last year's outstanding record of 20-11 with regional tournament play. And Coach Matthew Post is looking forward to another great year of Lady Yellow Jacket basketball after a last season finish of in the top 8 of the state. Tonight's game is brought to you by these fine sponsors: First Security Bank, Justin's Collision Repair and Towing, Joe Lee Chevrolet, Anchor Insurance Company.
The songs you never forget are right here. Q92, Khpq.
Ram, Ozark Health Medical Center, Goods Cash Saver, Petit Jean Fiber, Conway Regional Medical Center, and by all the fine Yellow Jacket boosters. Tonight's live video on YouTube and Facebook, brought to you by Petit Jean Fiber and by First Arkansas Bank and Trust and H&H Sports Bar and Grill, and by Farm Bureau Insurance. And the player of the game each week, brought to you by First Arkansas Bank and Trust in Clinton. Now, let's join our announcers for tonight's game, KHPQ Sports Director Jeff Hall and producer-announcer Mike Hawley. Get ready for tonight's Yellow Jacket basketball action on KHPQ. Video production by Aaron Duhan.
Get 'em up, 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 get 'em up.
And good afternoon, Yellow Jacket fans. It's a Wednesday afternoon special as the Lady Yellow Jackets have moved on to the 2026 4A Regional Tournament today here at the Panther Den in Heber Springs. Glad you could join us today. I'm Mike Hawley, along with Jeff Hall will be with us shortly, and Noah Emberton on the camera tonight. And it is that time of the year. I call it, there's March Madness. I call this February Frenzy. And this is where you win and move on. If not, your season could come to an end. So the Lady Yellow Jackets playing today against the Little Rock Mills Lady Comets for a chance to go to the state tournament next week. This is the 6th straight regional tournament appearance for the Lady Yellow Jackets. That matches the score record set by Ricky Cooper's outstanding Yellow Jacket teams of the 2000s. And the Lady Yellow Jackets looking for a win here today and move on once again to the state tournament. Mills comes in, they're 16-10 on the year. They were 10-1 and the conference champion of the 4A5 South Conference. They come in tonight, they've won 6 games in a row. Their last game was Thursday against Little Rock Hall. That was a 48-25 win over the Lady Warriors. They are 7-6 in games played on the road. Lady Yellow Jackets, they come in with a record of 12 wins, 16 losses on the year, but as you know, a very difficult schedule for the Lady Yellow Jackets. 1-7 in conference play and 1-0 in coin tosses, and that's all that we needed to get that 4th and final regional tournament spot, a chance to punch our ticket to the state tournament. Last game for the Lady Yellow Jackets was Friday. That was a loss at conference champion Joe T. Robinson. Joe T. Robinson and Pulaski Academy tied for the conference championship. Robinson got the number 1 seed due to beating Pulaski Academy twice. And, of course, we talked about Morrilton and Clinton tied for the 4th and final playoff spot. We had a coin toss Saturday morning, and as most Yellow Jacket fans know, the social media that spread like wildfire. Yellow Jackets won the coin toss. It was on statewide television last night, the story. And as Billy Morgan, on his morning show here in Heber Springs, he's also the voice of Harding University, but Billy said that's the coin toss heard around the state. And so we got a lot of interest and inquiries, and people watched the Morrilton game over the last week, and it really came down to such a unique thing in that coin toss. These two teams played last season at Clinton, regional semifinals. Yellow Jackets fell behind by 19, rallied, cut it to 2 in the final seconds before losing 64-61. If we'd had another minute or two in that game, I think the Lady Yellow Jackets would have been able to pull that one off. But the Lady Comets won that one by a score of 64-61. Well, the fans are coming to their feet here in the arena And we'll have the national anthem and the introduction of the lineups. When we come back, we'll have Clinton Lady Yellow Jacket basketball. You listen to the Jackets on Q92.
From the opening kick to the closing whistle, Anchor is proud to back Clinton Yellow Jacket football. On the field and off, effort and execution matter. Preparation, accountability, and trusted partners. That's how we work every day. Our Anchor team serves families and businesses across Arkansas with insurance, payroll, and tax support, backed by 11 locations statewide and a client-first approach. Players, coaches, and fans, play hard, cheer loud. Anchor, anchored in trust, driven in service.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Life is better with football. And with First Security, we have the resources and the know-how to tackle your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security banking center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Today's medical system treats patients like products, not us. Conway Regional brings together key service lines, providers, and technologies to create a unique patient experience that is highly intentional and refreshingly personal. With a hospital in the heart of Conway, a trusted ER, women's services, all from a team that delivers more than medicine. This is not mass-produced healthcare. This is your healthcare. Conway Regional. Curated care.
At Clay Maxey Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Clinton, it's all about the personal relationship.
Absolutely. We want you to see familiar faces, smiling faces, and people that are there to help. You know, it's always an inconvenience to bring your car in for service. It just is what it is. And so we know that we have to be a step above the competition, and we want to make that experience that's normally an inconvenience and have it be a happy experience for you.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace. Petit Jean Electric Cooperative has been committed to a brighter future for its members for more than 80 years. That's why we are hard at work, creating a future-focused fiber broadband network that will connect rural Arkansas to the world. Petit Jean Fiber will offer the fastest speeds and most reliable connection in the Ozarks. The future is fiber, powered by Petit Jean Electric. To see if we're signing up in your area, call 501-745-2493 today.
Hi, I'm Ginger for Jolie Chevrolet, and when you're buying a new vehicle, keep in mind that a quality service department is one of the most important things to consider. At Jolie Chevrolet, our service department stands ready with genuine GM parts and qualified service technicians right here at home, right where you need us. Come see the service that follows every sale at Jolie Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Well, we're just moments away from action here. Late Yellow Jackets huddled around head coach Matthew Post. You may saw him last night on KATV Channel 7. And a feature on the Lady Yellow Jackets, that incredible game versus Morrilton. And that coin toss on Saturday. It was a great job by, I think, our buddy KTV Jack Allen for that. And the other Lady Yellow Jackets be dressed in the black road uniforms tonight with a checkerboard black and gold on the shorts and the jerseys. Little Rock Mills will be in white uniforms trimmed in green with gold letters. They are the Lady Comets. These two teams, we said, played last season, and it was a dandy 64-61 as the Lady Yellow Jackets rallied from 19 down to almost pull off the victory. Ended up getting beat 64-61. Good crowd of Clinton fans here. A really good crowd here at 4 o'clock. They're actually still coming in. Some of the students are still coming in. And I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe a dozen Mills fans here tonight so far. But a great turnout, as we knew a Yellow Jacket Nation would be here tonight. And students are gathering down to the left, down near the front row. And there's the horn, and we're ready. We have the AAA controls the basketball games from this point on through regional and state. So schedule says 4 o'clock. We started at exactly 4 o'clock. You have 12 minutes to warm up. You can't go on the floor any sooner. The two teams are both raring to warm up. Had to wait until that 12-minute mark to warm up. It'll be Shelby Standridge jumping for the Lady Yellow Jackets, along with Olivia Johnson, Kaylin Lashley, Lexi Wallace, and the sophomore Riley Van for the Lady Yellow Jackets. And we are underway, and Mills controls the tap. Jackets with quick pressure in the backcourt. The Mills breaks it, gets it into the front court, and there's quickly going to be a foul called on Kaylin Lashley near midcourt. Star player for Mills is guard Geneva Gregory. She's a senior. They have 6 seniors on this Mills team. The Jackets with 4. Gregory, the daughter of the head coach. She has the ball out front, and we're underway. Jackets going to open in a zone defense. Working on the perimeter is Mills, now down in the corner, and they'll take a long 3. No good. Battle for the rebound, run down by Lexi Wallace. Ball was tipped by Olivia Johnson to Wallace, and the Jackets have it, and a chance to take the early lead in this one. Man defense all night long. The Jackets will see from Mills. Wallace beats her defenders, drives into the lane, misses the shot, and Mills comes away with it. I'm going to say over the years, the Jackets have had some trouble shooting in this arena, except on 2 occasions when we'll talk about that as we go along. But actually got a good look at the first one. Ball inside, posting up, shot up, no good, and there's a whistle. And quickly 2 fouls called on the Lady Yellow Jackets. They're going to call in on Riley Van. That'll be her first. You know, we came here about 2011. It was the highest scoring girls game in state history, Clinton and Gosnell. That was a night that Logan Blagg went off for 33 points. First free throw, no good. And then we came here 3 years ago, and they decided they were not going to guard Reese McDonald. Oh, they were going to guard Reese McDonald. Second free throw is up and good by number 21. That's Lazara Sanders. Jackets full court press offense. They break the timeline, get it to Shelby Standridge. The Jackets have it in the front court. Shelby wheels into the lane, back to Wallace. Her three-pointer rims in and out. Battle for the rebound. Standridge is there, forces a jump ball, and the Jackets will have it. To finish that story, Heber decided they were going to prevent Reese McDonald from scoring, but they forgot about somebody named Abigail Parks. And Abigail Parks lit up Heber Springs that night. 3 after 3 after 3. Inside, Van's shot no good, but she's fouled. Great inbounds play as Riley wheeled off a screen into the lane, wide open, and Gregory was forced to foul. Geneva Gregory's first foul, and that will send Riley Van to the line with a chance to put the Jackets on the board and maybe into the lead. And Riley's first free throw is no good. She's got one more. Second free throw is good, and we're tied. 1-1. 6:47 left here in the first quarter of play. Jackets in a looks like a 3-2 zone defense. Trying to spread out, maybe force Mills to have to shoot the ball from the outside. Gregory with a basketball across the timeline. Out to the wing, back out front to Gregory. She'll take a three off the wing. No good. Long rebound. Ooh, lost out of bounds, but one referee said Clinton. The other referee said Mills. Now they're going to talk it over. And it's going to stay with Mills. That shot was missed so badly that it bounced off Lexi Wallace and out of bounds. Out front. Now they dump it into Gregory. Her shot is no good, but Olivia Johnson's going to be whistled with the foul. 3 quick team fouls now on Clinton in the first minute and 34 seconds of this one. And they'll send Geneva Gregory to the line. Game tied at 1. And her first free throw is no good. Yellow Jacket student section. Oh, probably close to 30 down there right now along that front row. Fans still coming in for Clinton. Second shot, no good. Van gets the rebound, and Clinton has it, and she's double-teamed in the backcourt. Gets it to Wallace. Now she's double-teamed, and finally a foul called on Mills. And that'll go on Kalia Sanders. That'll be her first. Jackets will have it on the sideline. Gets it into Van. Van still in the backcourt. Now brings it across the timeline against the man pressure all the way to the basket. Her shot's no good, and she's fouled. And Van back to the line. Van attacks the basket, gets fouled a lot. Gets a lot of free throws in a game, and she'll head back to the line for her third and fourth of the ball game. Riley's first free throw, no good. Game still tied at 1. Jackets have had some really good looks offensively, so that's a good sign. And Van's second shot good. The Jackets lead 2-1, their first lead of the ball game. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Drive down the lane off the glass. Shot. Oh, it rolls in. And that goes in for number 20. That's Candilla Warren. Jackets in the backcourt against the pressure. That'll be one of the keys tonight, avoiding turnovers. Gets it to Johnson and across the timeline. Johnson tries to drive into the lane, and she's bumped, but they're going to call a travel. And the ball will go back over to Mills. They lead 3-2. Gregory the ball into the front court. Against that Clinton zone defense. Gregory out front. Not a whole lot of movement from Mills. They just kind of exchange spots. And going to take a long three-pointer, no good. And a rebound, Lexi Wallace. Lexi across the timeline. Gregory on her. Two really good guards matched up against each other. Wallace dumps it into Van against 3. She kicks it back out to Lastly. Standridge wheels into the lane. Her shot is good. Shelby Standridge gets the jump hook to go, and the Jackets now lead 4-3. Gregory with the ball in the front court. Ward will take another long 3. That shot's no good. Another rebound, Standridge, and the Jackets have it as they head into the front court. Gregory, pressure on Standridge, but she keeps it. Now gets it to Van. Van down the lane to the basket. She's tripped, and she'll head to the line for the third time here in the first 3.5 minutes of the first quarter. And Van's attacking the basket, is forcing Mills to foul. Riley 2 for 4 at the line.
And 4:42 on the clock here in the opening quarter.
Jeff Hall has returned. Either that or I'm doing an impression. Van, another great inbounds play. Van back to the line. Our foul starting to stack up on Mills now. That's their 5th team foul.
And the sophomore first free throw is up and in. Her third made free throw of the ball game. The lead is 5-3. Second free throw upcoming. It's up and it's in. 6-3 the lead. 4:39 in the first. Quickly Mills across half court. Mills in the home white. higher seed. Clinton in the road black. And 3-point attempt. Mills just right top of the key. Won't go. Rebound goes out of bounds. Official says last touch by the Yellow Jackets as Riley Van, Kaylin Lashley crash in to try to come up with it. And now Mills from the baseline. Yellow Jackets going to try to keep them out of the lane. They do. Long pass behind the 3-point line. Shot up. Won't go. Off the rim. Offside rebound. Mills comes away with it. They'll dribble back. Get behind the 3-point line again.
So far, Mills only 1 field goal. Their shooting percentage is about 1 for 8 right now.
Coming from the outside, there's another 3-point attempt. It's up. This one's good, and it ties the ball game at 6. 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Pressure in the back.
The basket.
Long pass, get it across. Ends up with Riley Van. And she's defended. She's going to drive, beat her defender, lose the ball, out of bounds. Official says last touch by Mills. Back to the Yellow Jackets on the baseline.
And Riley continues to beat her defender to the basket continuously here in the first quarter.
Riley's got a little bit of a height advantage as well on her defender. They'll bounce pass it to her. She'll spin in the lane, scoop it up, won't go, trying to get her own rebound. It's knocked loose. It's on the floor. Riley dives in, comes up with it. They'll dive on Riley, get to the ball, and I think they're going to whistle a foul on Mills. And I think you've talked about this before on the radio. A couple players converge. They want to tie up the ball. They end up with a foul. I think the emphasis there is on.
You can no longer dive from a standing position to jump in to create a jump ball anymore for safety. And that was a good call. It looked like there were 2 girls on the floor for Mills creating a jump ball. Number 4, Sanders, then jumped in on top. Good call by the official.
And Riley, and again, 5+ fouls already here midway through the first quarter. So Clinton's going to be shooting 2 free throws on every foul for the remainder of the quarter. Riley makes another one. She's got 5 made free throws. 7-6 is the lead. Second free throw upcoming. Lashley and Standridge in the lane. A rebound is needed, but Riley takes care of that. Another free throw made. 8-6. Quickly, Mills across midcourt. Clinton defense back, and they're going to lose control. Kicks the ball forward, right to Shelby Standridge. She'll hand it off to Lexi Wallace, or pass it off. Lexi down the court. Wants to dribble, and ends up passing away to Olivia Johnson. Her 3 is up, bounces off the rim, and Mills with a rebound. Quickly up the floor, left hand, right hand, across midcourt, on the move. Left side below our broadcast position. Back to the wing. 3-point shot. Good. And 3-point field goal. Another one back to back.
Not a real pretty shot, but she's hit 2 of them now.
Kendall Warren, senior. And Clinton's going to turn it over across midcourt. Back to Mills. Trailing by 1. 3:02 in the first quarter. You're looking through the Khpq Sports. Well, they're going to take a timeout. We'll take one, too. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
For excellence in auto body work and paint jobs, there's only one name to call. Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They strive for excellence in every job they do. Quality work is their specialty, and they pride themselves on the perfect color match. Plus, you'll know when your car is repaired at Justin's that it will last. For all your collision repair and body work, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery is the place to call. Highway 65 South in Clinton. Call 745-2992.
At Ozark Health in Clinton, Arkansas, we're more than a hospital. We're neighbors, helping neighbors. Here you'll find the close-knit feel of a small town, with the dedication and resources to deliver exceptional care. If you're looking for a place where your work truly matters, join us. Ozark Health is hiring, and we'd love to meet you. Apply today at ozarkhealth.net. We're more than a hospital. We're neighbors, helping neighbors.
Hey, out of the timeout, and thought Mills turned it over. Last touch by the Yellow Jackets out of bounds. They'll reset from the baseline. It's Mills 9, the Yellow Jackets 8. 2:55 in the first.
We're in the spirit of the game for the first time for Clinton.
Inbound the ball, get behind the 3-point line. That's kind of where Mills has lived so far here in the first quarter. They made a couple of those, but otherwise shooting percentage not that good here to start the ball game. For the Comets, another 3 from the left wing. Good.
Wow.
And again,
it's like a two-handed set shot, but now she's hit 3 in a row after missing a couple of free to start the game.
And Yellow Jackets with the ball near the sideline. Riley Van's in a double team. And I think she was trying to bounce it off a Comet out of bounds. Instead, what did he call?
Out of bounds on Clinton.
Out of bounds on Mills basketball. Now 12-8, what Mills' biggest lead of the ball game here early on. 2:20 still in the first. And a 2-point attempt. This one's good up and in. 14-8. Just outside the lane. Again, full court pressure. Zone press. Throw it over the top. Get Olivia Johnson. She'll dribble across midcourt. Beats the defender. She'll pull up for the 2. Bounces around and drops through. Olivia Johnson gets on the board.
Olivia's first 2 of the night. Only her second shot. And Jackets cut it back 14-10. Student section keeps getting bigger down there to our left.
I see that. Decked
out. It was
in
1
black.
row. Now it's 3 rows.
If you're watching on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel, the KHPQ Facebook page, Noah Emerton beside me running the camera. And another 2-point attempt. This one in the lane. And Coach Matthew Post will take a timeout with 1:34 remaining in the quarter, trailing 16-10.
Today's medical system treats patients like products, not us. Conway Regional brings together key service lines, providers, and technologies to create a unique patient experience that is highly intentional and refreshingly personal. With a hospital in the heart of Conway, a trusted ER, women's services, all from a team that delivers more than medicine. This is not mass-produced healthcare. This is your healthcare. Conway Regional. Curated care.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Out of the timeout. Now Mills basketball. They'll pass through the lane, off the hands, out of bounds, and back to the Yellow Jackets.
Each team turns it over coming out of the timeout. Jackets trailing 16-10 and full court pressure.
Inbound the ball. Sophomore Rhiannon Spear comes back to get it. She'll keep it herself. Dribble across midcourt. They're going to poke it away. Rhiannon's going to dive back in and be tied up. Basketball on the floor. Alternate possession to Mills.
Got to take care of the ball. You can't dribble it out in front of you against this team. A lot of quick hands.
And Lashley comes up the top.
1-3-1 zone defense now with Lashley on the top.
Man in the middle. Johnson and Spear on the wings. Lexi Wallace. She'll run the baseline down low, side to side if needed. The back of that 1-3-1. Shot up, won't go. Riley Van for the rebound.
See, that time in the 1-3-1, they were extending, make sure they got out to warn the three-point shooter. Got out to her. And now Wallace is fouled, and she'll go to the line and get a couple of free throws here.
Yeah, it's again, we're down to 40 seconds in the quarter, so not too much time remaining for Clinton to be in the bonus to shoot free throws, but the senior Lexi Wallace, the Yellow Jackets, Lady Yellow Jackets, 1,000-point scorer.
Lane violation. It wasn't called, but she went ahead and made the free throw. This Mills player stepped inside the three-point line. It was a violation.
Let's see if that comes back later on, unless there's a teaching point there, and not to do that. Wallace makes both free throws, and Clinton, with 8 of their 12 points from the free throw line. Quickly, though, Mills down the floor. 2-point shot, won't go. Rebound, Kaylin Lashley on the move. Now she picks up her dribble, needs help back to Wallace. 30 seconds, shot clock off. Lexi, some fancy dribbling in the backcourt. Puts it behind her back, gets it across, spins left, right, gets to the lane, puts it up over defender, rolls around the rim and drops through, as only Lexi Wallace can do. 16-14, 14
the defender
seconds.
out midcourt in circles, and it got inside, got the shot over a much bigger player.
8 seconds, 7, Mills on the dribble, going to the basket, put it up off the glass, good. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that'll do it. First quarter comes to an end. The Mills Lady Comets 18, the Lady Yellow Jackets 14 from the 4A3 Regional Basketball Tournament at Heber Springs. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Clay, I always ask, how's the car business?
Well, the car business has been like other things. It's been tough lately, and we've had to make some real hard adjustments. We've had to look at our interior costs and make sure that we're doing the things that are the most effective for our business to be the best service for our customers. We even are lowering prices in some cases, where in most industries they've tried to raise prices to keep up with the inflation. We've tried to lower ours to be more attractive to our customers and just be an overall help to the community.
Your hometown dealer, Clay Maxey Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Clinton.
Life is better with football. And with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to tackle your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we'll open the second quarter with a three-point field goal by Olivia Johnson. She pulls the Lady Yellow Jackets within one. They trail 18-17. Mills University, the latest Comets. Shot from the baseline won't go. Offside, though. They get it back. Now they're going to dribble. Good pass. Little high-low. Get it down to the block. Two-pointer up and in. 20-17 is the score. And Wallace on the dribble. Right, left. Now she'll pass away. Olivia Johnson's got some space. Her three-pointers up and good. And back-to-back three-point field goals. We are tied at 20. 7 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Olivia's getting one of those grooves.
Maybe an old familiar gymnasium here at Heber Springs for Olivia Johnson. Three-point shot from the corner. Mills won't go. Off the rim. Bounce. They'll pick it up at the free throw line. Miss. Riley Van trying to come up with a free throw. The rebound, tied up. Alternate possession. And it's going to go to the Comets.
Last two positions, Mills getting multiple shots. I know those are long threes and are long rebounds, but Jackets have got to limit Mills to one shot.
20 all, 6:40 in the second quarter. Look to inbound behind the three-point line. They'll put it up. Three-point shot. Rims out, won't go. Tipped out of bounds. And it belongs to the Yellow Jackets. Here we go. Van across midcourt. She's on the drive. She'll take it all the way. Scoop it up and in. Riley Van on the run. That's her first field goal. She's got 8 points.
Riley continues her attack of the basket.
22-20. The Yellow Jackets have regained the lead here in the second quarter. Good pass. They get it down to the block. Shot up. Count the basket. And the foul going to be called on Van. The and one free throw upcoming for the Comets. That'll tie the game at 22.
Second foul on Riley Van. Got to keep an eye on that.
At the free throw line, shot is up and good. So Mills back in front, 23-22, 6:11 to go in the second quarter. Lexi Wallace, Shelby Standridge back in the ball game. Riley Van, Olivia Johnson, and Kaylin Lastly. Lastly on the dribble, left, right, picks it up, gets to Wallace. She's on the move down the center of the lane. Shot up, won't go. Rebound to Mills. And they'll get it across midcourt. Clinton stays in that 1-3-1 zone defense with Lastly at the top. Mills going to have a height advantage. At least maybe 3 spots on the floor. Ball out of bounds. It belongs to Clinton. Mills turns it over. Clinton trailing by 1 with the basketball. They'll retreat a little bit. Get behind midcourt. And they'll pick Lexi up there across the midcourt circle. And Olivia Johnson goes down, and Mills going to be whistled for the foul. I don't know if Olivia was coming up to set a screen. What, Mills maybe tried to run through it?
2 fouls on Warren. That's the three-point shooter. 3 threes in the first quarter. Picks up her second foul here. 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Last to the inbound. She does to Wallace. Man-to-man defense by the Comets. Back to the midcourt circle. Sets the offense. And a pass knocked away, and Mills comes up with it. The Comets lead 23-22. 5:05 to go in the second quarter. 3-point shot up, short off the rim. Rebound in the lane, knocked away. Foul called on Mills. Lastly was maybe about to reel it in before she was fouled. And second team foul on Mills. Second personal.
That'll be Sanders' second foul. Sanders with 5 points on the day. Picks up her second foul.
So, number 5, Ariel Williams comes in. She's going to be the tallest player on the floor. They don't list heights. She may be close to 6 foot or taller. And she'll be defending Riley Van. Riley wants to set a screen for Lexi Wallace. Lexi keeps her dribble behind her back. Now she'll pass away. And Riley's going to towards the lane. Pass knocked out of bounds. Keep it with Clinton.
Shot clock at 16. Quick hands for Mills.
Back to midcourt. Inbound to Standridge.
There's another steal.
Pass picked off, going the other way. Wallace back to defend. 2-on-1. Off the glass, good. 25-22 Mills. Quickly inbound the ball. Riley Van will take it, get across midcourt, wants to drive, beats her defender Williams, runs into a second, and draws a blocking foul that will send Riley Van to the free throw line where she's already made 6 free throws in the ball game, trailing by 3.
This will be free throw number 9 and number 10.
And the third team foul on Mills here in the quarter. And the third, and that's a big one, on Warren, who is the leading scorer for Mills, so far in the ball game, is that right? Rihanna Spear returns, Shelby Standridge out.
Warren heads to the bench with 3 fouls.
As Van makes the first free throw. And Riley's second. Only a sophomore. Whatever she's doing, whatever Matthew Post and Tammy Hodges is doing on free throw shooting for Riley Van. They could teach that to everyone else. And 3-point basket, good by the Comets. They certainly look to shoot the 3 first and pass later if they're going to be open. And 27-24, they do lead by 3. Lashley's going to drive, get to the lane. Shots blocked out of bounds, and we'll keep it with the Yellow Jackets. Coach Matthew Post on his feet down near midcourt. Now he'll retreat into that Yellow Jacket bench. Looking the inbound. Lashley looks in the lane. Not there. Now she gets it to Spear on the move. Ran a shot, won't go. And the rebound by Williams for the Comets. And quickly we're going the other way. Drive, floated up, off the glass, good. Good finish at speed for the Comets.
Kirsten Johnson, one of their top players throughout the season with the baskets. He's got 6.
29-24. Maybe now the biggest lead at 5. 3:31 to go in the second quarter. And a turnover by the Lady Yellow Jackets. 3:28 to go. And Coach Matthew Post going to take a timeout. 3:28, trailing 29-24. Well, it's opening day here at the regional tournament, the opening game of this 4-day tournament. And
don't forget, boys play tomorrow night at 8:30. We'll have the game for you right here. They'll take on the 2-seeded Mills Comets. Jackets coming in as a 3 seed out of our conference. We were talking about this conference at Mills. They won the conference 10-1. Fountain Lake was second, tied with East End. Both those two teams were 6-4. And then there was Bauxite 5-5, Malvern 4-6. Hall was 0-11. Only 3 teams in this conference, including Mills, was above 500 during the regular season. Last year, Mills was 20-10, 8-1 in conference play. They've gone 18-2 the last 2 years through this conference. Graduated a player, and also one moved over to Pulaski Academy off that team from last year. They did make it all the way to the state semifinals last year, though, losing to eventual state champion DeQueen by a score of 84-53.
Here we go out of the timeout. And let's see. Is that going to go against Kaylin Spear defending? Whistled for the foul. And for Kaylin, that's her second personal. 3:19 in the second quarter. She's a senior. Olivia Johnson, a senior. Lexi Wallace, a senior. Kenna Collins, a senior. 4 seniors on this 25-26 squad. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Yellow Jackets. Mills will get it back from the baseline. Inbound behind the three-point line. Shot from the left side. Good. The three-point field goal. And they've dialed it in a little better than they started early in the ball game. Another three, 32-24. And ball knocked away defensively. Mills comes up with it. On the drive, take it to the basket. Off the glass, won't go. Williams for the follow. On her putback attempt, she's going to be fouled. And Ariel Williams to the free throw line. Stops the clock. 2:48 in the second quarter, trailing 32-24.
Turnovers difference here in the second quarter. Jackets turn those balls over, those live ball turnovers. A lot of times lead the layups on the other end. They have allowed Mills to get their biggest lead of the game now, 8 points.
Williams makes the first free throw. Standards returns. Spear out. And Earl Williams, second free throw misses. Kaylin Lastly with the rebound. She'll keep it herself, get it across midcourt. 2:44 to go in the second quarter. Trailing 33-24. Riley Van's the leading scorer for Yellow Jackets. Lexi Wallace with 2 more. That gives her 6 and cuts the lead to 33-26. Olivia Johnson has 8 points in the ballgame. Shelby Standers with 2. 3-point attempt from the left side for Mills. This one won't go. Williams for the rebound. Tosses it back up. Same shot from the corner. Misses again. 3-pointer. Out of bounds, but it's going to go off Olivia Johnson. And a Mills on the baseline.
Difference right now is the turnovers on offense and the extra shots Mills is getting on their end of the floor.
Inbound the ball behind the three-point line. Quick jumper is good. 36-26.
Extra possession led to the 3 and a 10-point lead.
2:05 to go in the second quarter. Olivia Johnson thought about a deep 3. Now she's going to drive. Take on Williams. Shot won't go. Van for the rebound. She'll turn, spin, put it up over 2 defenders. Good. Riley Van for 2 more. 36-28.
Tough shot. Got it off the glass and in. And the Jackets need to win this last minute, 45.
3-point shot from the right side. Won't go. Johnson takes it out of the air. Olivia cross midcourt. Dribble down. Dishes to Lastly. She's going to drive. Gets around 1 defender. Shot over a second. Misses. Williams with the rebound. And back to Mills to get her across midcourt. 1:20 to go in the second quarter. They'll get in the corner. Turn, catch and shoot 3 is good. 39-28. Well, shooting percentage, at least on 3s, has picked up. And 1 minute remaining in the second quarter. Wallace on the drive. Gets deep, about to Van. 3-point shot won't go. Rebound out to Mills, 51 seconds. Shot clock still in play.
6 threes in the first half from Morrilton, or that Mills. Jackets with 2.
They're trying to use a little clock now. They can't use it all, but going to try to run it down to get in the corner. Catch and shoot 3. Same spot, same result. 42-28, 25 seconds, clock running. Yellow Jacket basketball. Van's going to drive. Got one defender. Put it up. Won't go. Mills with a rebound. 14 seconds, 13 seconds. And they'll have time for a final shot. Cross midcourt. 7 seconds. On the dribble. Now back behind the three-point line. Final shot at the buzzer. Won't go. And the first half comes to an end. Big second quarter for the Mills Lady Comets. They will lead the Lady Yellow Jackets 42-28 as teams head to the locker room for the halftime break. We'll step away from the mic here for a moment. Keep the camera rolling. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
From the opening kick to the closing whistle, Anchor is proud to back Clinton Yellow Jacket football. On the field and off, effort and execution matter. Preparation, accountability, and trusted partners. That's how we work every day. Our Anchor team serves families and businesses across Arkansas with insurance, payroll, and tax support, backed by 11 locations statewide and a client-first approach. Players, coaches, and fans, play hard, cheer loud. Anchor, anchored in trust, driven in service. Times are changing, and so are the expectations of your internet provider. Introducing Petit Jean Fiber. Powered by your Petit Jean Electric Cooperative, Petit Jean Fiber offers the fastest internet speeds with the highest quality service in the Ozarks. Petit Jean Fiber will transform the way you live, work, and play online. All with no contracts or sudden price increases. Call us today at 501-745-2493 to see if service is available in your area.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Mike Hawley back here at the Panther Den in Heber Springs. Lady Yellow Jackets have some work to do. They trail 42-28 here. That's the biggest lead of the game here at the half. Jackets led early in this one on several occasions. They led at 4-3, 6-3, 8-6 before Mills took the lead 9-8. Jackets cut it to 18-14 at the end of the first quarter. And the game was tied at 20. And the Jackets took a brief lead 22-20. And then Robinson retook the lead 23-22, and they've led the rest of the way. They outscored the Yellow Jackets 24-14 in that second quarter. They lead 42-28 here at the half. But last year, Mills had the Yellow Jackets down 19 points. Jackets came back and lost by 3, 64-61 in that one. Scoring for Mills in the first half, Geneva Gregory has 7 points. Kalia Sanders, the senior, has 13. Ariel Williams with 1 point. Kirsten Johnson with 6 points. Kendilly Warren has 11 points. And Lazariah Sanders has 5 points in the first half. They have a little bit of foul trouble. They have 3 players with 2 fouls in the first half. Lexi Wallace has 6 points in the first half. Lady Yellow Jackets 2 for 2 at the line. Olivia Johnson with 8 points, 2 3-point baskets. Shelby Standridge, 2 points in the first half. And the leading scorer for Lady Yellow Jackets is sophomore Riley Van. Riley has 12 points in the first half, 8 of those at the free throw line. Big thing is turnovers for Clinton on the offensive end, and then on the defensive end, Mills shooting much better than I've seen them shoot this year from the three-point line, as they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 threes here in the first half of action. Lady Yellow Jackets with only 2 3-pointers in the first half, those from Olivia Johnson. Mills 2 for 3 at the free throw line, but the Yellow Jackets have been to the line 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 times, and they are 10 of 12 at the free throw line. So good shooting at the line for the Lady Yellow Jackets. Remember, the boys play tomorrow night at 8:30 against Little Rock Mills. Want to mention also March 3rd will be Donkey basketball at the arena. I'm sure Angela Bradford is probably listening in. March 3rd at the arena is Donkey basketball. Get your tickets early from Angela or the school or from Farm Bureau, and you can save a couple of bucks if you buy your tickets before the event. They're $2 more, I believe, the day of the event. I think that's March 3rd, and there'll be a lot of things going along with that. I think another maybe dessert auction possibly, and a 50-50 raffle and some other things that night at the arena for Donkey basketball. Be sure to bring the kids out, but kids of all ages, Jeff Hall, love to watch donkeys play basketball. Well, we'll send it back to the station, and we come back. We'll be ready for Clinton Lady Yellow Jacket basketball. Jackets trail at the half, 42-28. You listen to the Jackets on Q92.
Today's medical system treats patients like products, not us. Conway Regional brings together key service lines, providers, and technologies to create a unique patient experience that is highly intentional and refreshingly personal. With a hospital in the heart of Conway, a trusted ER, women's services, and the list goes on. This is not mass-produced healthcare. This is your healthcare. Conway Regional. Curated care.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Hi, I'm Ginger for Jolie Chevrolet, and when you're buying a new vehicle, keep in mind that a quality service department is one of the most important things to consider. At Jolie Chevrolet, our service department stands ready with genuine GM parts and qualified service technicians right here at home, right where you need us. Come see the service that follows every sale at Jolie Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
From the opening kick to the closing whistle, Anchor is proud to back Clinton Yellow Jacket football. On the field and off, effort and execution matter. Preparation, accountability, and trusted partners. That's how we work every day. Our Anchor team serves families and businesses across Arkansas with insurance, payroll, and tax support, backed by 11 locations statewide and a client-first approach. Players, coaches, and fans, play hard, cheer loud. Anchor, anchored in trust, driven in service.
As the teams come back, the Lady Yellow Jackets come back out of the halftime locker room. They stayed in for a long time during this break, and a game that was, what was it, about 23-22 or so before kind of Mills went on a run there to finish out the second quarter. The lead 42-28, and so Coach Matthew Post and for certain those four seniors, Kaylin Lastly, Lexi Wallace, Olivia Johnson, and Kenna Collins, they're playing for their high school basketball live here. It's opening day of regional basketball tournament. Unfortunately, the losers, their season comes to an end. The winners, they're guaranteed to play 2 more days this week. They'd play on Friday, Saturday. They'd go to the state tournament next week. And so always a lot to play for on day one. And the trail 42-28 as we are ready for the second half. I'm Jeff Hall. That's my colleague, Noah Emberton on the camera. Lady Yellow Jackets in black, Mills in white. Settle in for the second half.
Jackets need to win the third quarter, whittle this thing down into single digits, trailing by 14.
Here we go. Mills on the dribble. And Clinton, they were in a 1-3-1 late. And are they in a box and one? I see Lastly out, almost face guarding out on the wing. Shot, miss. Clinton with a rebound. Here's a chance. Whittle it down. Riley Van on the drive. 2 defenders. Riley Van scores 2 more. 42-30. Van
14 for the Van.
And that's a good start for the Lady Yellow Jackets. Cross midcourt. Let's see. They are in some type of box and one, aren't they? Lastly, the one-on-one defender, and Mills going to turn it over. Back to the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, a little change of the defense that time. Mills kind of trying to recognize it and adjust to it.
Wallace across midcourt. Van at the top. Boy, you almost want to say just clear out, flatten out right to left. Let Riley Van go one-on-one. She'll pass away. Wallace on the dribble. Lexi had 6 in the first half. She'll take a deep 3. Good! Lexi Wallace for 3. She's got 9 points. It's 42-33. 5-0 run to start the second half. 6:43 in the third quarter. On the dribble, get to the lane, put it up, 2-pointer, won't go, rebound, Kaylin Lastly on the dribble, keep it herself, down the right side, up the floor. Now she'll pull up, cross-court pass to Standridge. Shelby's going to dribble down, take on her defender, spin to a second, back to Van. Riley's going to take it all the way off the glass, won't go.
Wow.
Might have been blocked. And Mills comes up with it. Mills yet to score in the third quarter. Clinton's cut the 14-point lead down to 9. Dribble, pull up 3, good.
2.
Maybe had a foot on the line.
Well, Sanders, not very big, but man, she is heck of a shooter.
44-33. Wallace going to take it, drive hard. Shot won't go, off the glass. Mills with a rebound. 5:45 in the third. Mills' shot won't go, out of bounds. It belongs to the Yellow Jackets.
Mills is either right on or way off. There's no in between on these outside shots.
Inbound the ball to Van across midcourt. 3-on-3. Shelby Standridge for 3. It's up off the glass. Good. Shelby's got 5, and it's 44-36, down to 8.
Oh, Tim Duncan, three-pointer off the square. I love it.
Shelby, a junior for the Yellow Jackets. And Mills, they almost threw it away out of bounds. They'll recover. And now they'll throw it away. 5:13. Mills going to take a timeout. Clinton.
Yeah, I think, Johnson, number 10, she's getting frustrated, and it's kind of frustrating Mills' offense because Kaylin Lastly is all over her, and they can't make the pass to Johnson. I can see as they head to the huddle, Gregory pointing and gesturing toward Johnson. They can't make the pass to her, and she's still up in the huddle. 4 players are sitting together, and Gregory is sitting by herself a couple seats down. Her dad is the head coach. Hey, a lot of times we get these games at odd times or odd places or things like that. We get a lot of people tuning in. I want to mention, I think Chartrice is watching or listening tonight up on Banner Mountain, the mayor of Banner Mountain. Also, Miss Wanda's watching tonight, Jeff. Saw her this morning. She's working out. And our old buddy here in Heber Springs, Larry McCarty, he's watching tonight. And while he's working, he does a longtime newspaper man, still doing work for newspapers down in the state of Texas. And he's watching tonight here in his home here in Heber Springs. Glad to have them with us tonight. And I saw him, Mills made a late substitution there. I'm not sure if the coach was mad at somebody, but made a quick late substitution. And the Jackets will have it down by only 8. They trail by 14 heading into the second half.
An 8-2 run here so far in the third quarter. Wallace quickly across midcourt. Keep her dribble. Down to the corner. Now Lexi gets it back. She's going to duck in. Receiver, defender on her left hip, and she scores, moving left to right. Double figures for Lexi
Good
Wallace.
Clear out of the lane, too. When Lexi made the wheel into the lane, there was no big there to guard the basket. The Jackets had used spacing and got them out of the lane, and then it was one-on-one with a guard her size, and she scored.
Mills, elbow, free throw line, shot up, won't go. Rebound tipped, out of bounds. And it belongs to Clinton. 44-38, down to 6.
Jack's doing a better job so far in the third quarter, also on the defensive boards, not allowing Mills those second shots they got in the first half.
Inbound ball to Van. She get across midcourt. Keeps her dribble. Stutters, steps, right, left, draws the foul. Can't get the bucket to go, but let's see if she's in the act of shooting.
3 fouls on Williams. Great little hesitation move. Riley got down the floor, relaxed, hesitated, then took off again, and Williams had relaxed on defense. And that's our 4th foul. And you remember Williams.
She started off, their leading scorer to start the ball game.
11 points in the first half, including 3 threes.
Riley Van makes another free throw, her 9th free throw made in the ball game, 44-39. That 14-point lead is down to 5. 4:28 in the third. Second
Warren
free
hits
throw.
the bench.
Misses. Rebound Mills. Riley, she 9 for 12 on the day, shooting 75%. Mills three-pointer, quick, won't go. A miss, a rebound. Olivia Johnson, and they'll foul Olivia trying to get the ball back. Second team foul here in the quarter.
I'm going number 14, Mariah Hare, her first. Or check that, her second. I'm going to say she hasn't scored yet tonight. That's number 14. 2 fouls on Hare, 2 team fouls. Jackets have the ball down by 5. We haven't even played 4 minutes into the third quarter.
Inbound the ball, Van quickly down the court. Williams in the ball game now. Riley Van's going to beat her, put it off the glass. Good. A much taller defender. Riley Van takes it all the way. 44-41, a one-possession game.
Williams tried to pick her up beyond the three-point line. No way she's
to go in the third quarter, trailing 47-41.
Protector back that time, forced Lexi to have to pull up from about 6 feet away, so they're able to go all the way in that time. Difference in the last time that she was able to roll into the lane, there was no rim protector.
Mills gets to the lane, shot up, won't go. It's knocked out of bounds and belongs to the Yellow Jackets with 2:48 remaining in the quarter. Pressure in the backcourt. They get it into Riley Van. It's a man press. And let's see if Van can beat her defender across midcourt. She does. Now picks up her dribble, but she'll get it to Lexi Wallace. Lexi left, right. Out to Shelby Standridge. And a travel and a turnover. 2:33 to go in the third. Back to Mills. And Coach Matthew Post wants a timeout. We'll take the break. 2:33 in the third. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Life is better with football. And with First Security, we have the resources and the know-how to tackle your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Jackets came into the second half trailing by 14. They quickly cut the lead down to 3 at 44-41 just a while ago. They now trail by 6, 47-41. 2:33 still left in the third quarter. Jackets have definitely slowed down Mills' offense here in this third quarter as Gregory brings it across the timeline against the Clinton zone defense now. Gregory gets by, spins into the lane, shoots it up, no good. Battle for the rebound, it's Mills, and they put it back in. Mariah Hare with the basket, her first basket of the game. I think the first putback here in the second half for Mills. They had several of those in the first half. Jackets down by 8, got to keep pushing. Wallace into the lane, turns, shoots, in and out, rebounds, knocked out to Lashley. She throws it up off the glass, no good, and Mills comes down with the rebound. Jackets had a couple of shots at that one. Now Mills with a chance to put the lead back into double digits, 49-41, 1:44 left here in the third quarter. Gregory off a screen, goes to the floor, but Mills has the basketball. Now stolen away by Van on the inside. She's knocked down. The ball goes out of bounds, and the ball is going to go over to Mills. I don't know if she tripped or got tripped, but the ball is going to go over to Mills.
We got a little bit of reception problems on our video, the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel, KHPQ Facebook page on our reception here. So working on that, so stay with us. I think the screen was freezing up some, and we'll see if we can better that signal or what we can do here. And Clinton with it tied up. Clinton ties up Mills, and alternate possession will be to the Lady Yellow Jackets with 1:20 remaining in the third quarter. 49-41, Yellow Jackets trailing. And Mills with pressure in the backcourt. You've got Lashley, Wallace, Van, Johnson, and Spear in the ball game. Lexi get across midcourt. She's on the drive. She's going to keep it. She'll swing it up, scoop it around, and score. Left to right across the lane. 2 more for Lexi Wallace. 49-43. I've got Lexi with 13 points in the ball game. The senior 1,000-point scorer for the Yellow Jackets.
Check it, sure could use a stop here. Lexi, or Caitlin Lashley, you can see on Johnson over there. That's number 10. But Gregory again slices, and there's the offensive rebound. But she loses it.
Out of bounds. Yes. It belongs to the Yellow Jackets. 44 seconds remaining in the quarter. Shot clock will still be in play. Trailing by 6. Inbound the ball to Van. I think they feel pretty confident. Riley Van getting the floor. Wallace will head on down. They'll let Riley go one-on-one. She's going to drive the lane, put it up. Oh, can't get it. And rebound to Mills. And Riley's going to steal it back and score. Riley with 2 more. 49-45. 25 seconds.
19 for Riley. Shot clock's off. The Jackets have got it back within 4.
18 seconds. Coach Matthew Post applauding, calling out his defense, telling them what to do. Oh, Lashley with a steal. Kaylin Zlotic, she's going to beat the defender. 8 seconds. She's going to put it. That's Wallace. Lexi scores. 49-47. 2 seconds. 1 second. They got it off in time. It won't go. The Yellow Jackets have rallied in the third quarter. They were down by 14. They've cut it to 2. It's Mills, 49. The Lady Yellow Jackets, 47. Fourth and final quarter from the 4A3 Regional Basketball Tournament at Heber Springs. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Today's medical system treats patients like products, not us. Conway Regional brings together providers and technologies to create a unique patient experience that is highly intentional and refreshingly personal. With a hospital in the heart of Conway, a trusted ER, women's services, all from a team that delivers more than medicine. This is not mass-produced healthcare. This is your healthcare. Conway Regional. Curated care.
At Clay Maxey Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Clinton, it's all about the personal relationship.
Absolutely. We want you to see familiar faces, smiling faces, and people that are there to help. You know, it's always an inconvenience to bring your car in for service. It just is what it is. And so we know that we have to be a step above the competition, and we want to make that experience that's normally an inconvenience and have it be a happy experience for you.
See the change at claymaxeycdjr.com.
So the Jackets needed work to do in the third quarter. They did it. They outscored Mills 19-7 in the third quarter. They cut a 14-point lead down to 2, 49-47, as we head into the fourth quarter.
The 4th-seeded Lady Yellow Jackets, the number 1 seed, Mills, at least coming out of the conference, race that they're in. And here we go. Drive, lose the ball. Mills gets it back. They'll whip it back outside. 3-point shot up, won't go, off the rim. They'll save it back in bounds behind the 3-point line. Gonna drive, put up the 2, foul called. Free throws upcoming for the Comets.
Wow, Mills living dangerous. That ball almost went out of bounds 5 times. They were still able to throw it around. Jason Lynch, listening down at Elite Automotive, he said, if you need some car care right now, Elite Automotive is suspended until further notice, until this game's over. So I think Jason Lynch, Yellow Jacket super fan. He had a great little logo this week, or whatever you want to call it. Coach Post flipping the coin, the king of coin flippers. Very creative.
And second free throw up and in. Mills back in front, or stays in front, 51-47, a 4-point lead. Olivia Johnson inbound the ball. She's not got a lot of touches here in the third quarter. They kind of kept her at bay. Now as we begin the fourth, she'll put up a 2, just short off the rim. Spears going to come up with a rebound. Good effort by the sophomore Rihanna Spears. She'll get it to Lexi Wallace. Leslie's going to get to the lane. Couple defenders. She'll toss it back out. Olivia Johnson now on the move. She'll beat a defender and score. Olivia for 2. She's got 10. 51-49.
I'm not sure she got a touch in the third quarter, but that was her first touch and first basket here in the fourth quarter.
One possession game. Mills for the 3. It sails over the rim. Won't go, but they'll chase it down in the corner. Trying to take it away. Now a 2-point shot. It won't go. Offside with a basketball. Rihanna Spear back to Lexi Wallace. 6:40 remaining in the ballgame. A chance to tie or take the lead, this time down the floor. Last time it was this close, I think it was 23-22. Spear on the drive. She's fouled. Rihanna's going to the free throw line with 6:31 remaining.
Riley was open on that one early, but the Jackets didn't see her, but Spear is going to go to the line shooting 2 here. Jackets were 10 of 12 in the first half. They are 11 of 14 in the game. Jackets with a chance to tie the game since it was 20-20 early in the second quarter.
First free throw is good. Now Rhiannon, can she tie it up? That was her first point of the ball game. Her second one's in and out, but the rebound to Lastly. Clinton's got it back. Trailing by 1. Johnson now on the dribble. She'll drive. 2-pointer up. Won't go. Rebound, Mills. 6:20 remaining. 51-50.
Really like to get the lead, make Mills play a little bit from behind. They've been playing free and easy most of the game. And Mills will take another one of those long threes. No good. And there's Spear with a great block out. Runs down the rebound. And Mills knocks it out of bounds, but the Jackets have it. With a chance to take the lead with 6:03 left in the ball game. It's 51-50. They've trailed by as many as 14. A trip to the state tournament on the line. Johnson into the front court. Going to pull up for 3. Short. Rebound Mills. And Mills on the run. Jackets get back. It's 1-on-3. She's going to go all the way. That's Johnson. Her shot's no good. And Wallace has it. And the Jackets have another chance to take the lead. Wallace, ball knocked away from behind. And it's going to be a run out on the other end for Mills as Kirsten Johnson hits the basket. That's her first basket of the second half. She's got 8. Jackets down by 3. Van to the basket. Her shot good. Riley Van scores. It's back to a 1-point game. 53-52. 5:18 left. Johnson looks gassed. And now a double screen at the top. To the wing. Another long 3. No good. And Olivia Johnson's going to let it go out of bounds. And the third possession with a chance for the Jackets to take the lead. 5 minutes even left in the ball game. 53-52 Mills. And the Jackets inbound it to Riley Van. She's going to dribble across the timeline. And she's going to go all the way to the basket. And she's fouled. Will it be on the floor? I think it will. And the Jackets will inbounds under their own basket. And that may be. That'll be the third foul on Zariah Sanders. And the Jackets will have it under their own basket. And Sanders will check out. Mariah Hare checks back in for Mills. Lashley will inbound it under the basket. Looking, still gets it to Rhiannon Spear. Shots no good, but she's fouled. Great inbounds play by Coach Post. And Rhiannon Spear will go to the line. She's 1 for 2 at the line. 4:50 left. Jackets trail by 1. 53-52. Spears' first free throw is good. We're tied for the first time since early in the second quarter. 53 all. Jackets looking to take their first lead since the second quarter. Shot is no good. Battle for the rebound. It comes down to Mills. Gregory quickly in the front court. All the way on Lashley. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Mills. We're tied at 53. 4:42 left in the ball game. The winner punches their ticket to the state tournament. Clinton is trailed by as many as 14. And they get the ball in. Out of the top. That's Warren. Tries to drive. Nothing there. Pass to the wing. Ball knocked away and a late foul. They're going to call the foul on Clinton. It'll be inbounded under the basket, but a late call there as the Jackets look like they had it and we're heading to the other end. Foul on Rhiannon Spear, her second. Check that, her third. Mills inbounds the ball. That's Johnson. Now to the top of the key. Trying to get rid of it. Now to Sanders. And now to Gregory on the wing. 25 seconds on the shot clock. 4:25 on the game clock. Sanders to the corner. Long three. It's short. Rebound Spears. Coming into the front court. Still coming to the front court. Ball kicked out of bounds. It should be Clinton's basketball, and it is. Rhiannon got into the front court. It was 1-on-3, but she was surrounded. Really couldn't get rid of it to anybody. Luckily, it went off the foot of a Mills player and out of bounds. And Clinton will have the ball for the fourth time with a chance to take the lead. And Little Rock Mills asks for a timeout with 4:11 left here in the ball game. And we'll take it with them. Listen to Yellow Jacket basketball on Q92.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace. Petit Jean Electric Cooperative has been committed to a brighter future for its members for more than 80 years. That's why we are hard at work creating a future-focused fiber broadband network that will connect rural Arkansas to the world. Petit Jean Fiber will offer the fastest speeds and most reliable connection in the Ozarks. The future is fiber, powered by Petit Jean Electric. To see if we're signing up in your area, call 501-745-2493 today.
Jackets will bounce the ball into their own basket. We're tied at 53, 4:11 left. The Jackets for their fourth possession with a chance to take the lead. They've trailed by as many as 14. Lashley will key it in. The ball's knocked back out of bounds. Hey, Heather Dufresne's listening today. She's had some piano students working today, but they are listening in this afternoon back in Clinton. Glad to have the Miss Heather listening in and watching in. Jackets will re-enter from under their own basket. Still looking to get it in. Van trying to get open. Can't do it, but she gets it to Lashley, and now the ball's knocked away from Kaylin, and Mills has it. 4 minutes to go in the game, and we're tied at 53. Here on the near side, that's Sanders. Now gets it inside to Warren. Her shot no good. And a battle, and Van comes away with it, and now she is tied up. And they're going to call a jump ball. Two Mills players reached in, no foul called. But the ball will be in possession of the Yellow Jackets.
And it'll be Olivia Johnson takes the inbounds pass. She and Wallace, Van, Lashley, and Spear. 5 on the floor for Coach Matthew Post. Johnson's going to drive. One-on-one shots blocked. And Mills comes up with it. 3:35 remaining. Clock running, fourth quarter. All knotted up at 53 here.
Clinton's had the ball 5 times now with a chance to take the lead. Man, they break through.
And Clinton, I think, again in a box and one. Lastly, defending. Shot up, won't go. Rebound, put back, misses. They're going to get a third shot. It's up. And drawing the foul. Free throws upcoming for Mills. Stops the game clock. 3:13. Still tied at 53.
Warren to the line. She hasn't shot any free throws yet tonight. Mills is 3, 5, 6. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. They are 5 of 6 at the free throw line tonight. And check that, 5 of 7 now, 6 of 8.
And the first one puts the Comets back in front by 1, 54-53. Second free throw to come. Man, the second one drops through. 55-53. Pressure in the backcourt. Standridge inbound. Mills knocks it out of bounds.
Got to regroup here with 3:10 left. You can't relax. You got to make sure you get the ball in against the press. Every possession's now magnified. Coach Post trying to get some players down the floor to pull some of these Mills players out of the backcourt.
I don't think. And Clinton gets it across with Lexi Wallace. Riley Van's going to drive. One-on-one. Left-hander off the glass. Won't go. Mills with a rebound. 2-point lead and the ball. Mills, 2:52 to go. And ball knocked away. Mills gets it back.
Oh, she traveled. No call.
Oh, ooh. Wallace, an inadvertent shot in the nose. Can't stop play. Mills has it. I think she's okay. She's staying in there. On the drive, the floater up and good. 2 points from Mills. And let me see.
Lexi took a shot.
She's reaching up to her nose. I don't know if she's
call.
checking to see if her nose is bleeding or not. Going to throw it away on the inbound.
You got to get a timeout.
Mills, 2 more. And the foul. A chance at a 3-point play. What a series. A couple of possessions. 59-53 and a free throw to come. And Lexi's okay. She's staying in the ball game. And a free throw. 2:15 to go. Misses the free throw. Rebound to Lastly. So a 6-0 run by Mills. 59-53. It's off to Wallace. She's going to drive. Beats her defender. Off the glass, good. Lexi for 2 and a timeout for the Lady Yellow Jackets. 1:59 remaining, trailing 59-53. Mills has.
That was a crazy sequence. So we missed a layup on this end, and Lexi gets hit in the face, and they end up scoring. We turn it over on the inbounds. They score and are fouled. The game was tied at 53. Now it's 59-55. Still 2 minutes left, though. And a good timeout by Coach Post, kind of regroup here a little bit. And they've done a good job in the second half defensively. They gave up 42 points in the first half, only 17 in the second half defensively. And so it was they've done a good job here. They've had the ball, I think, 6 times with a chance to take the lead. We just couldn't get over the hump. But kind of like the other night we said at Robinson, you only have to be ahead one time, and that's when the game's over. So still 1:59 left in this one.
As Coach Matthew Posts. Got him down on the bench talking it over. Assistant Coach Tammy Hodges-Johnson, the state champion Lady Yellow Jacket basketball player. Joy Tumlinson, Yellow Jacket bench. Mills has 3 team fouls here in the quarter. Yellow Jackets have 4.
Jackets will show some full court pressure. Last year at the end of the game, that was part of that rally they had against Mills when they were down 19 and came back and got within 2. Was they forced Mills to turn the ball over a lot in the fourth quarter. This will be the first full court pressure of the game for them. And if you can keep the ball from coming back to Gregory, she's inbounding the ball. Keep it out of her hands as much as possible.
Zone press. Mills going to throw it over the top. Now they'll get it across midcourt. Minute 50 seconds.
Maybe Lexi keep her from getting the ball back here.
Up high to the high post. Dribble down. Shot up. Out. Oh! Outside the lane.
What a
basket will not count.
That's a call. If it's a foul, it's almost a killer. It's not. It's a walk, and we're still alive.
Inbound the ball. Wallace to Johnson. Ahead to Lexi. With the dribble. 1 minute 30 seconds remaining. Trailing by 4. Screen by Van. Lexi picks up her dribble. Over to Johnson. Deep 3 from the right side. Good! Pulls the Yellow Jackets within 1. 59-58. 1 minute 18 to go.
Plenty of time. Just play defense.
And Mills at the midcourt circle.
Lexi, don't let her have it back.
They've slowed it down. Mills takes a timeout with 1 minute 5 to go. Yellow Jackets trailing 59-58. Let's see, is it a full 60?
The Jackets in the second half.
It's a 30.
30 points in the second half for Clinton. They've done a nice job scoring and defense on the other end. And Mills are going to come back with number 5. That's Ariel Williams. And Williams, only 1 point on the night. Not a big scorer. He is a big player around the basket. So they're making a change here. Still 20 seconds on the shot clock, 1:05 on the game clock. So you're going to play defense here. Clinton has 3 team fouls. Or check that, Clinton has 4 team fouls. Mills has 3. So if that comes into play here, not a whole lot of fouls for either team to have to give to get somebody to the free throw line. So but what a great crowd to hear from Clinton on a 4 o'clock ball game, and a great number of students out at the game. Guys, remember, play tomorrow night at 8:30. Mills will inbound the ball on the sideline near midcourt. Jackets come out. Let's see what they're going to do.
Lastly, Wallace Johnson, Spear into the ball game, and Van.
Looks like maybe some, no, they're going to maybe trap near midcourt.
Very aggressive defensively. They're trying to force Mills into a turnover.
10 on the shot clock. Keep it away from Gregory.
Still behind the 3-point
5
line.
on the shot clock.
4,
She's
3.
going backwards. Don't foul. Don't foul.
Got it off, baby, just in time. Misses. Rebound, Riley Van. She gets it to Wallace. 40 seconds. Trailing by 1. Lexi across midcourt for the lead. Rihanna Spear for 3. It's up and it's good. 61-59. 30 seconds. Yellow Jackets lead by 2. Mills across midcourt. Clock running. They're going to drive. They get to the lane. Shot up. Misses. Rebound. Williams ties it. 61 all. 20 seconds. Yellow Jacket basketball. Timeout Mills. 61-61.
Woo! The sophomore Rihanna Spear, ice water in the veins, knocks down the 3. Mills missed the first shot, but we couldn't get the rebound, and Williams only had 2 points. 1 point on the night was there. That's I talked about her having probably the tallest player on the floor. Was able to put the putback there. But we're tied at 61. We don't want Mills to ever see the ball again. You go down here for the last shot, or we're going to go to overtime. First things first, though, you got to handle backcourt pressure. Don't turn the ball over in the backcourt. If you get any type of trouble, take a timeout right here. Don't turn it over. Get into the front court and then see what we can do there. And, of course, you'd love to start that final play with about 8 seconds left. That gives you time to run a play all the way through and a putback if you miss the shot. Worst here, you want to go overtime. You don't want Mills to have any other chance to win the game here in the last 20.7 seconds.
And as we're seated just behind the Wallace family in front of us, you might think you might get it to Lexi Wallace if you can and never give it up unless she gets a chance, gets it inside or going on something with Riley Van. Maybe get it to your best ball handler and try to get these 20 seconds down to a final shot. She's going to inbound the basketball. Let's see if they get it back to her. Van's in the backcourt as well. Johnson, Spear, and Lastly. See what Mills wants to do. Look to be in a zone press.
Pressure we've seen all night long.
And get it into Johnson. Quickly back to Wallace. Lexi's got it. And now she's one-on-one with 15 seconds.
Going to try to run a screen with Van and then the roll.
10 seconds. She's going to drive. She's going to draw the foul. Can't get the bucket, but she's fouled. Was she shooting with 8.1 seconds to go? And the official says yes, 2 free throws. And Mills disputes that. But 2 free throws with 8.1 to go. Tied at 61.
Still a lot of time there. But that is Gregory's 4th foul.
Lexi had 2 free throws. That was the first of her points tonight. And the first one is up and in. It's a 1-point lead. And Mills will put Ariel Williams back in. Again, maybe for rebounding, see what happens offensively. She's going to be the tallest player on the floor. Wallace can make it a 2-point lead, and she does. 63-61, inbound the ball. Mills, here we go. It's quick. It's across midcourt, defending. Back to the middle. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. It's a 2-point attempt. If they get it off in time, count, she's fouled.
Oh, he called a foul.
There's going to be free throws from Mills.
Oh, my goodness.
As the clock expires.
Was it before the clock? They say no.
And we'll see.
Gregory ran straight into Riley Van, and they bail her out with a blocking foul.
The referees don't have a replay. You might at home on the Khpq Sports YouTube channel as they talk it over. It looks like we're going to have free throws with no time on the clock. She's got to make both of them to tie. Clinton leads 63-61.
4th foul on Riley Van. If the game continues, they're going to put 4/10 of a second
Coach Post's going to take a
clock.
timeout before she can shoot the first free throw. Timeout. They'll put 0.4 seconds back on the clock. Clinton leads 63-61 with 2 free throws upcoming.
Wow, I'm not sure what any more that Riley Van could have done there. She just held her ground. Gregory ran right into her because they knew they were running out of time. So she was out of control and ran right into Riley Van. Gregory, the daughter of the coach, she's a senior. She's 3 for 5 tonight at the free throw line. So 4/10 of a second left here. Any type of a miss that's going to force them to have to miss a free throw. That'll be the key. Will be rebounding. Let's talk about Williams, the biggest player on the court, into the game now for Mills.
With .4 to go. We'll see here after the first one. Lastly, Spear, Johnson, Wallace, and Van. It'll be Spear and Van first on the block for rebounding. Johnson lastly there. Wallace behind the three-point line. First free throw is up. 63-61, the Yellow Jacket lead. Mills trying to pull within one. It's up, and it's good. Can't get any more suspenseful. 63-62.
If you're Mills, that's who you want at the free throw line. Now make sure you have to block out here. No putbacks.
A chance to tie, or Mills a tip if they miss. 0.4 seconds. Gregory, it's in the air. She makes it. 63 all. Clinton will inbound the basketball. They do, and we're going to overtime. Opening day from the 4A3 Regional Basketball Tournament at Heber Springs. The Lady Yellow Jackets 63 as they come storming back in the second half. The Mills University Lady Comets 63. We'll take a break. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Hi, I'm Ginger for Jolie Chevrolet. And when you're buying a new vehicle, keep in mind that a quality service department is one of the most important things to consider. At Jolie Chevrolet, our service department stands ready with genuine GM parts and qualified service technicians right here at home, right where you need us. Come see the service that follows every sale at Jolie Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
For excellence in auto body work and paint jobs, there's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They strive for excellence in every job they do. Quality work is their specialty, and they pride themselves on the perfect color match. Plus, you'll know when your car is repaired at Justin's that it will last. For all your collision repair and body work, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery is the place to call. Highway 65 South in Clinton. Call 745-2992.
Tied at 63, and Mills will have control. And as we start this 4-minute overtime.
I'm Jeff Hall. That's my colleague Noah Emberton on the camera. Ron Robertson back in the studio. And considering the last 10 days of basketball with the Lady Yellow Jackets and the senior boys, what could we have expected anything less than an overtime game now on opening day?
The last 10 days. She traveled, no call.
And shot up, missed. Rebound, Yellow Jackets, foul called on Mills. And
that may be Warren's. Yeah, that's Warren's fifth foul.
Fifth personal foul. And we're shooting free throws, it looks
Warren
like.
Fouls out. She had 11 in the
Jackets.
first half, only one in the second half. On the reset here, they've got to remember, though, Riley Van has 4 fouls as we start overtime. Both teams are in the bonus from this point on.
Riley Van, I think, with 21 points on the day. Leads the Lady Yellow Jackets, and a free throw is good.
You know, big second half for Lexi Wallace, 13 points in the second half. She's got 19.
I think that's the 10th free throw made
for Riley Van.
By Van. And her second one rolls off the rim. Rebound, Mills. A 1-point lead now for the Lady Yellow Jackets. 3.5 to go in the overtime period. Spear, lastly, Wallace, Johnson, and Van. Your 5 on the floor for Coach Matthew Post. And lastly's going to reach in, tie up the basketball, and alternate possession. Going to go to the Yellow Jackets. Kaylin Lastly, the defensive stopper there in the ball game. She gets them tied up. The officials are mixed up. They'll fix that. Yellow Jacket basketball, not Mills.
Yeah, Gregory tried to drive the lane again from the right side, just like she did on that final shot of regulation. And Caitlin Lashley reached in and forced the jump ball.
Johnson on the dribble, gets inside, draws the second defender, back to Spears. She'll drive in the lane, draw the foul. She does, and Spears going to go to the free throw line.
Ran in 2 for 4 at the line. She forced the action inside, forced the official to make the call. And Spears got the blocking call. She goes to the line with the Jackets leading by 1.
And Rhiannon missed the first. She's got 5 points on the day, and maybe none bigger than that 3-point field goal she had there late in the ball game. Second free throw give the Yellow Jackets a chance for a 2-point lead. 64-63. Spear can't get it to go. Rebound Mills. And they'll have it with 2:54 to go in the overtime period. Clinton overcame that 14-point halftime deficit. And a 3-point field goal by Mills. 66-64.
She had 4 threes in the first half. That's her first one of the second half. That's Kalea Sanders.
So Mills' first lead of the overtime period. Inbound the ball, Wallace DeVan. And Riley will get it across. Riley's got a little bit of a height advantage on her defender. She'll pass away to Lexi Wallace.
Yeah, Van's got a definite mismatch inside.
And they're going to steal it away. Mills down the floor. Yellow Jacks back to defend. Wallace strips it low out of bounds. It'll belong to Mills, but Lexi Wallace.
They clear some spacing, and Riley's got a real advantage over the girl trying to guard her, but that help defense was too close that time. They will knock the ball away.
Mills out of bounds. And toss it in behind the three-point line. They lead by 2. 2:05 to go in the overtime period. Deep three from the left side. Oh, good.
She made none the entire second half until those 2 possessions.
Under 2 minutes to play. Lastly on the drive, back to Johnson for 3. Olivia tries to answer. She does. Olivia with a big 3-point field goal. Her 4th timeout on the floor. 69-67, trailing with 1:47 remaining.
And that's one of the biggest threes of Olivia's career, and she's hit a lot of them in her career. That gets it back to a 1-possession game with 1:47 left. And Jackets are going to have to remember who number 4 is. She hit us hard in the first half and had not done anything until overtime. So you got to shade the defense, make sure where number 4 is. Of course, Gregory at the top is dangerous, the point guard. And, of course, number 10, Kirsten Johnson. So still 1:47 left, so there's no don't have to foul yet. Everything's shot clock and play defense at this point. It's been wild. So you go back a week ago Friday, that game at PA, and the senior boys had to win. They got a late 3 and 1 in overtime, and then you go to Monday and that night at the arena with Morrilton girls, and a bizarre game that was. And then the boys knock off number 1 Morrilton. Had a 17-point lead at one time, and then Tuesday you get that heartbreaking loss at CAC for the senior boys, and then Friday you get you have to have a 3 to send the game into overtime, and you get a 4-point play from Hester Hensley, and you win the game, and then you still got to win a coin toss on Saturday. It has been it has been something here for about the last 10 days.
Out of the timeout, Mills 69, the Yellow Jackets 67, 1:40 clock running in the overtime period. And Mills fairly deliberate when they're in their half-court offense. Now they're going to drive in the lane. Is it a block? Is it a foul? It's a travel. Mills turns it over, and the Yellow Jackets will have the basketball.
Good defense by Rhiannon Spear to come up and stop the ball handler, force her into a travel.
Big game by Rhiannon Spear. Wallace to inbound. Needs help. She gets it to Riley Van. And she'll pass away to Olivia Johnson, who just made that 3-point field goal. She's going to drive. Takes her defender one-on-one. Off the glass. Good. High off the glass. How she looked to adjust her shot. She ties it at 69.
5 straight for Olivia, and the Jackets are tied once again.
Minute 10 remaining.
She got that thing off quick, too, to avoid the block shot.
Lastly, defending out near the mid. No, it's Wallace near the midcourt circle.
Spear got to be ready for help. Gregory gets out here and tries to drive.
They've got Williams out behind the three-point line. So not necessarily trying to take advantage of her height. There's the drive, the shot, the miss. Williams comes in for the rebound. And is that Van trying to take it away from her?
That would be her 5th foul.
Foul called, and the 5th personal foul on the sophomore, Riley Van. She will leave the contest at 48 seconds remaining in the overtime period. Riley Van, but the leading scorer
points tonight for the
Yellow
sophomore.
Jackets. Valiant effort by Van. Shelby Standridge returns.
Changes up what you can do on the offensive end, too. They've been able to kind of isolate her and let her drive to the basket.
And Ariel Williams makes the first free throw. Mills back in front by 1, 70-69.
Williams 2 of 3 at the line.
48 seconds. Second free throw is up and good. 71-69. Mills takes a timeout. 48 seconds. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
At Ozark Health in Clinton, Arkansas, we're more than a hospital. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Here you'll find the close-knit feel of a small town with the dedication and resources to deliver exceptional care. If you're looking for a place where your work truly matters, join us. Ozark Health is hiring, and we'd love to meet you. Apply today at ozarkhealth.net. We're more than a hospital. We're neighbors helping neighbors.
Today's medical system treats patients like products, not us. Conway Regional brings together key service lines, providers, and technologies to create a unique patient experience that is highly intentional and refreshingly personal. With a hospital in the heart of Conway, a trusted ER, women's services, all from a team that delivers more than medicine. This is not mass-produced healthcare. This is your healthcare. Conway Regional. Curated care.
Jackets trailed by 2 with 48 seconds left. It's been a good one. Jackets trailed by 14 at the half. Came back, have taken the lead late in regulation, went to overtime. Now we trail by 2, and for the first time tonight, Mills backs off full court pressure. Now with Riley Van out of the game, Coach Post had a little bit different philosophy on the offensive end.
Here we go. Get it to Wallace across midcourt. She and Johnson. Olivia for a deep 3. It's up just short off the front of the rim. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Last touch by Mills. Clinton gets it back with 34 seconds remaining.
Jackets been pretty good tonight on these inbounds plays under the basket.
Last to the inbound. Looks inside, not there. Out deep to Wallace. Lexi gets it on the run. She'll drive, try to tie it up. Scoop and score. Lexi Wallace for 2 more.
Rim defender or not, Lexi was going all the way to the basket, and she ties it at 71.
Now Mills will have a chance to run the clock, tied at 71. 20 seconds. Johnson defending up near the midcourt circle. 16 seconds. On the left side. Back out high. 10 seconds. Lastly, Johnson, they're going to drive, get to the lane. Shot up, blocked by Standridge. It's loose on the floor. Rihanna Spear has it. Tied up. Alternate possession to Mills with 2.8. They'll inbound from behind their basket.
Couldn't throw that rebound out or just kick it out. Still 2.8 seconds left. Got to watch Williams on a big lob here, number 5, or Johnson, number 10.
Standridge is in the middle. Lastly's in the middle. They're forced to toss it out behind the three-point line for the win. Mills misses. We're going to a second overtime. Tied at 71. The Yellow Jackets, the Mills Lady Comets, day 1 of the 4A3 Regional Basketball Tournament from Heber Springs. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Well, we're headed for the second time in 2 weeks. The Yellow Jackets are headed for double overtime as Mills came up short on the final shot. We're tied at 71 as we head to the second overtime. Riley Van has fouled out for Clinton, and Kendilly Warren has fouled out for Mills. So Rhiannon Spear, Lexi Wallace, Olivia Johnson, Shelby Standridge, and Kaylin Lashley on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Johnson, Wallace, and Lashley have played every second of the ball game.
And Mills controls the tip. Spear defending, comes in. A little bit of a bump. The officials say that's a blocking foul. And so both teams in the double bonus. That'll be 2 free throws for the Lady Comets. And that is the 4th personal foul for Rhiannon Spear.
Gregory 5 for 7 at the line, but she's hit 5 in a row in the second half and hit those 2 free throws with 2.8 seconds left. Or check that, 0.4 of a second left in regulation. She misses this one.
Misses the first.
Got to be sure you block out and rebound. Pretty good size on the blocks now for Mills.
Makes the second. Gregory. 72-71, the Comet lead. They led in the first overtime period. The Yellow Jackets had to come back from 5 to tie it. Now Wallace to get to the lane. And shot just missed off the front of him. Uh-oh. Rhiannon Spear kind of comes flying in for the rebound. She tried to hold herself back the last moment, but into the back of the defender. And that's the 5th personal foul on Rhiannon Spear. She's going to leave the ball game. And here comes Kinsey Bagley next up for Coach Matthew Post with 3:35 to go.
Sports a game of inches and momentum, and Lexi just missed that shot. If it had went in,
the foul wouldn't
Spear
have
would never have occurred. The foul would not have occurred. Spear, nothing she could do. Momentum carried her into the Mills player, but it's a game of inches.
So Mills at the other end going to miss the first free throw. It's still a 1-point game, 72-71 trailing, 3:35 to go. Kinsley Bagley, she'll add some height to the Yellow Jackets. She'll be the tallest player for Clinton on the floor. And the second free throw with 3:35 to go. Misses, and rebound by Bagley. Into the game. First touch gets the defensive rebound. Good job, Kinsey. Back to Lexi Wallace. Behind the back. She'll pass away, but it's picked off. Now Lexi's going to defend one-on-one.
Travel.
And basket will not count. Traveling on Mills. Looks like she kind of wound up there to accelerate. Take it to the glass, and official was right there with her.
The Jackets win the game. Remember that play. That was a easy run out.
So back with the basketball, Olivia Johnson trailing by 1, 3:15 remaining in the second overtime period. Johnson left, right, pulls up, defender goes by. Olivia's shot won't go. Rebound, Mills.
Jackets' first 2 shots of overtime have been really good looks. You wouldn't ask for anything more. Just couldn't get them to go in. 3 minutes left.
Johnson and Wallace both in double figures today, scoring for the Yellow Jackets, still in the ball game. Riley Van, leading scorer, fouled out earlier. Drive the lane, Mills. Couple defenders steps up, gets the basket to drop through. A 3-point lead for Mills, 74-71.
Their offense now is Gregory driving. Clinton will take a timeout.
Timeout, Coach Matthew Post. I thought for a second there we might get close to a 5-second call. I'm not sure if that was it or just wanted to adjust some things. It's been a great second half call for Coach Matthew Post. Trailing from that 14 points down, now to double overtime. Maybe a chance to win earlier. And been a great second half coaching job and response by the Lady Yellow Jackets. Playing for their basketball lives are Lexi Wallace, Olivia Johnson, Kaylin Lastly, Kenna Collins with her teammates there from that season-ending knee injury. They'd love to move on to a Friday semifinal game here in the regional tournament. Unfortunately, one of these teams is going to have to lose this game tonight and their season come to an end. But
as we said all night long, you got to be able to get the ball into the front court against the press before we can do anything here. Down by 3, so every possession's magnified now.
Kind of before Riley Van fouled out, it was usually Wallace and Van ended up with the basketball in the backcourt. Now with Van out, it's been more Olivia Johnson and Lexi Wallace. Caitlin Lastly's back there as well, if needed. They get it into Caitlin Lastly. And they'll leave her in the backcourt. She'll go one-on-one, get it across, trailing by 3. Keeps her dribble. Over to Wallace. Kinsey Bagley's trying to get position inside against Williams, taller defender. And a pass knocked away. Mills has it. Mills steps out of bounds. Coach Matthew Post right there with the official pointing on the sideline saying she just stepped out of bounds. And the official agrees.
That's another run out for Johnson there.
Clinton inbound at midcourt, just in front of the scorers table. Trailing by 3. They get it to Shelby Standridge. Shelby's got 5 points in the ballgame, including 1 3-point field goal.
Gregory on Wallace.
Lexi just in front of the midcourt circle. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 2 minutes to go in the second overtime period. He gets it to Johnson. 2-pointer in the lane. Won't go. Rebound Mills. Minute 50 in the second overtime period.
Travel, no call.
Drive the lane, runner floated up, won't go. Rebound, put back, good. 76-71, a 5-point lead, a minute 30 seconds remaining. Inbound the ball to Shelby Standridge.
Jackets trail by 5 in the first overtime, and Olivia Johnson
Gets
off
it
5 straight points.
Hands it off to Olivia Johnson. Back to Wallace. She's going to dribble, get to the lane. Left hand, right hand, shoot, miss. Bagley's going to take it out of there. Great pass by Kinsey Bagley. Back to Caitlin Lastly for 3, in and out. Won't go. Rebound Mills. A minute 8 seconds remaining. Trailing by 5. 1 minute remaining. Across midcourt. Defense comes up. And Mills trying to play a little keep away. They do. Yellow Jacket defenders flying by. 50 seconds on the clock. Keep away, 14 seconds. Lastly for the foul to stop the clock with 48 seconds remaining, trailing 76-71.
Sanders to the line will be her first 2 free throws of the night. The 3-point specialist for Mills.
.48 seconds, 2 free throws. Third personal on Caitlin Lastly. First free throw is up and in, 77-71, 6-point lead for Mills.
Lane
And second free throw
violation on Mills.
misses, and Yellow Jackets with the rebound. Lastly to Johnson, and foul called on Mills. And that's going to stop the clock with 43 seconds. Clinton's going to shoot free throws. That was probably best case scenario. As Olivia Johnson will go to the free throw line. 43 seconds.
This will be Olivia's first 2 free throws of the night.
I've got Olivia with 18 points unofficially on the day. 4 3-point field goals. And her first free throw is up and in. Give her 19, a chance for 20. She joined Riley Van. Also had 20-plus in the ball game. And the second one is good, 77-73. It's a 4-point game, 42 seconds. Mills inbounds the basketball. Clinton's got to try to pressure at Mills to get it across. Now you may have to foul to stop the clock. If you don't get a turnover or something quick, Mills playing keep away. Defenders going by.
Trying not
reach
to foul
in, there's
Gregory,
the foul.
but they had to.
28 seconds remaining. Mills to the free throw line. And it looks like They whistled Caitlin Lastly for her 4th personal foul. First of 2 free throws. Misses. Coach Matthew Post.
Watch the rebounder for Mill. Her foot is on the line right now. If you're watching at home.
Second
that's
free
a
throw.
violation. She left the ball off the shooter's hands.
Is good, 79-73. But down to a 2-possession game, 28 seconds to go. Might need a 3 here unless you can score quick. You got or either way, 3 or a 2. He's going to take a couple of them. Olivia Johnson will take the 3. It's up and good! 78-76. 16 seconds. Inbound the ball. Clinton's got to stop the clock. They do with the foul with 13.8 to go. Lexi Wallace with the foul.
Yeah, the senior comes through one more time, giving the Yellow Jackets a chance down to 1 possession. If we can get a missed free throw here, 13.8 left.
Lexi Wallace, that's only her 2nd personal foul. She's got a couple fouls to give if needed. First free throw misses. Still a 2-point game. 13.8 to go. Second free throw. Big one here. If you can get the rebound off a miss, make it a 2-point game or a 3. We'll see. Second free throw misses. Rebound. Mills under the basket. They get it back. They've got the lead. Clinton's got to stop the clock. Wallace with the foul. 8.3 to go.
Boy, had her chance. The senior at the line who made the clutch free throws to put it into overtime misses 2 straight.
Mills had a height advantage, I think, inside. They got the rebound. Was able to clear it and get it back out. Here we go again. First of 2. Mills leads by 2. It's up and misses. 78-76. 8.3. Second free throw.
As a rebounder, your first step has to be backwards, not toward the goal. Back into the defender.
They put Olivia Johnson down on the block. Here we go. Second one. It's in the air. It misses. Going for the rebound. Whistle blows. There's a violation or a foul.
It's a violation on Clinton. After 2 violations, not called on Mills.
So what that means is the shooter gets another free throw. Off the miss, the lane violation. No time off the clock. We're still at 8.3. Second free throw is up and misses. And a rebound, Johnson. A chance to tie or win. Pass ahead to Wallace. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. She'll drive. She'll shoot. She'll miss. Kinsey Bagley can't get it to go. And the game has ended. Mills 78. The Lady Yellow Jackets 76.
Olivia got the rebound. So you could have almost called an over-the-back foul on the rebound. No call there, and the Jackets did get a shot off in time, but came up short, and the Jackets come up 2 points short, but a valiant effort by the Lady Yellow Jackets today as they fought back from 14 points down to take the lead in the fourth quarter, take the lead with 0.4 of a second left. Mills hit a couple of free throws, sending it into overtime, and the Jackets had the Jackets got down, 6 points in overtime here. It was 77-71 and fought back in the last minute and 15 seconds and got back with a chance to tie or win the game there. So you got to give Coach Post Lady Yellow Jackets all the credit because they could have definitely folded the 10 up at halftime, but they kept coming. We knew those seniors would. Those 4 seniors have played a lot of basketball over the years. They weren't going to quit.
And a post-game prayer. Both squads out there, along with the Spirit squads from Clinton and Mills. And certainly played their heart out today. Both teams as they'll head to the locker room. The final time here in the 25-26 season for the Lady Yellow Jackets, as Yellow Jacket fans are making their way up out of their seats in that big student section here today as well. And we'll keep the camera rolling. We'll step off the mic here for just a moment. When we return, we'll give you some final numbers. We'll name the first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game, and we'll wrap up the Lady Yellow Jacket 25-26 basketball season. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Clay, I always ask, how's the car business?
Well, the car business has been like other things. It's been tough lately, and we've had to make some real hard adjustments. We've had to look at our interior costs and make sure that we're doing the things that are the most effective for our business to be the best service for our customers. We even are lowering prices in some cases, where in most industries they've tried to raise prices to keep up with the inflation. We've tried to lower ours to be more attractive to our customers and just be an overall help to the community.
Your hometown dealer, Clay Maxey Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Clinton.
Life is better with football. And with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to tackle your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security banking center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
From the opening kick to the closing whistle, Anchor is proud to back Clinton Yellow Jacket football. On the field and off, effort and execution matter. Preparation, accountability, and trusted partners. That's how we work every day. Our Anchor team serves families and businesses across Arkansas with insurance, payroll, and tax support, backed by 11 locations statewide and a client-first approach. Players, coaches, and fans, play hard, cheer loud. Anchor, anchored in trust, driven in service. Times are changing, and so are the expectations of your internet provider. Introducing Petit Jean Fiber. Powered by your Petit Jean Electric Cooperative, Petit Jean Fiber offers the fastest internet speeds with the highest quality service in the Ozarks. Petit Jean Fiber will transform the way you live, work, and play online. All with no contracts or sudden price increases. Call us today at 501-745-2493 to see if service is available in your area.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Today's medical system treats patients like products, not us. Conway Regional brings together key service lines, providers, and technologies to create a unique patient experience that is highly intentional and refreshingly personal. With a hospital in the heart of Conway, a trusted ER, women's services, and the list goes on. This is not mass-produced healthcare. This is your healthcare. Conway Regional. Curated care.
Yeah, tough one here tonight for Lady Yellow Jackets. The season comes to an end, but definitely a outstanding performance by the Lady Yellow Jackets. No quit in Coach Post's Yellow Jackets. They lose tonight in double overtime by a score of 78-76 to the number one seeded team, the Little Rock Mills Lady Comets. The Jackets trailed at one time by 14 points tonight. Trailed 42-28 at the half. They trailed 18-14 into the first quarter. Led 4-3, 6-3, 8-6 there in the first quarter. And then late in that second quarter, Mills began to went on a run. They pushed the lead to 42-28 at the half. The key was the third quarter. Lady Yellow Jackets came out at halftime, outscored Mills 19-7 in that third quarter, cut the lead to 49-47 heading into the last quarter. And then the last quarter was a doozy as the Yellow Jackets, it went nip and tuck. Yellow Jackets outscored them 16-14. In fact, the game was tied at 61. The Yellow Jackets had the ball, I think, 6 times in the final 4 minutes of the fourth quarter with a chance to take the lead. They finally did at 61-59. Mills tied the game at 61 all with 20 seconds left, and the game went to overtime. tied at 63. Clinton scored with 8 seconds left to lead 63-61, but Mills Gregory drove the lane. Riley Van held her ground. The official called a blocking foul on Riley Van with 0.4 of a second left. Sent Gregory to the line, and she hit both free throws to tie the game at 63. Interesting for the senior Gregory, though. She missed, when she got into the 2 overtimes, Gregory missed 4 free throws, but she couldn't miss one at the end of regulation. And so we go to overtime. In overtime, Clinton had a lead at 64-63, but trailed 69-64 with a couple of minutes left. Olivia Johnson went on a 5-0 run by herself, a 3 and a 2, tied the game at 69. Mills went up 71-69. Alexi Wallace hit a shot late to send the game into a second overtime. Game tied at 71. By this time, Riley Van had fouled out, and Rhiannon Spear had fouled out. Jackets trailed 74-71. They trailed 76-71 with about a minute and a half left. No quit. They rallied again. In fact, they trailed 77-71. They trailed by 6. Cut it to 77-72, 77-73. Olivia Johnson hit a big 3, made it 77-76. And then Mills would hit a free throw, make it 78-76. Yellow Jackets fouled them with 8 seconds left. They missed both free throws, but Clinton could not corral the rebounds. And then Mills was able to rebound the basketball, hit another free throw. Jackets got one last chance after that last miss. Lexi Wallace got a shot up with a couple of seconds left, but the Jackets lose it tonight by a score of 78-76, and the season comes to an end. For Mills, Gregory, the senior, she had 17 points. Kalia Sanders had 22 points. She had 5 threes on the night. Ariel Williams had 5 points on the night. Kirsten Johnson with 10 points on the night. 8 of those came in the first half. Mariah Hare with 2 points. Kendall Warren, who eventually fouled out, had 11 first half points, only 1 in the second half. She finished with 12. Zariah Sanders with 5. Check that, 7 points in the ball game for Sanders. Mills had 9 threes in the game, and 5 of those by Sanders. They were 13 of 24 at the free throw line for 54%. For the Lady Yellow Jackets, Lexi Wallace in her final appearance for the Yellow Jackets tonight. She has 21 points, 13 of those, though, when it counted in the second half. She finishes with 21 points on the night. Olivia Johnson will end her career with 23 points, 15 of those in the second half, including 3 3-point baskets. She had 5 threes on the night. The sophomore, Riley Van, 22 points on the night. She was solid. Fouled out in the first overtime. She had went to the free throw line a bunch tonight. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 free throw attempts for Riley Van. She was 10 of 14 at the line. Junior Shelby Standards with 5 points on the night, including a 3-point basket. Rhiannon Spear, a sophomore, off the bench. We'll look for more of her in the next couple of years, as she had 5 points on the night and nothing bigger than a late 3-point basket that tied the game for Clinton. And Kaylin Lashley, her final game, she played every minute. She did not score tonight, but she played every minute of the ball game and played great defense tonight. And Kaylin Lashley, what did we play? We played 32, 36. We played 40 minutes. Kaylin Lashley, Lexi Wallace, and Olivia Johnson, 3 seniors, played 40 minutes tonight without coming off the floor. And you can't forget senior Kenna Collins, who was injured in the first couple of weeks of the season and out for the year. And we really missed Kenna all through the year, not only on the floor but off the floor. A great young lady. And so those 4 seniors for the Lady Yellow Jackets. Jackets had 8 threes on the night. They were 17 of 26 at the free throw line for 65%. Mills now 17 and 10 on the year. They will move on tomorrow night to play Pulaski Academy, I'm sure. That game will be tomorrow for Pulaski Academy. But they do punch their ticket to the state tournament. They've now won 7 games in a row. Clinton finishes the season 12 wins, 17 losses on the year, but it was a really tough conference and a really tough schedule as always for Coach Matthew Post's team, and they came within a whisker of making another state tournament appearance. 6 straight regional appearances. That's a school record. Are tied with Coach Cooper's teams of the 2000s with 6 straight trips to the regional tournament. And the Lady Yellow Jackets will no doubt be back next year as we'll drop down to Class 3A. And new faces will appear next year, along with some familiar faces from this year's team. So it was a heck of a year for the Lady Yellow Jackets. We knew we were going to be small this year. We graduated all of our size from last year, but this was definitely a scrappy bunch. Actually, it might have been, for the most part, a better rebounding team than last year's team, even though smaller. And great minutes for Riley Van and Rhiannon Spear and Shelby Standridge, too. They'll come back with a lot of minutes under their belt come next season.
One thing to add, too, correct me if I'm wrong, we were visiting with Coach Matthew Post over the weekend and Tammy Hodges-Johnson, and I think those points by Olivia Johnson today will give her over 1,000 points in her career as a Lady Yellow Jacket basketball player.
That. I think she had 14 coming in, and she definitely got that tonight. And as another great night of shooting by Olivia Johnson, we'll definitely miss her. We had some great shooters over the years, and she's right up there with Abigail Parks. And she's up there with Logan Blagg and some of those, and Haley Scott, some of those great, just pure shooters. And Olivia Johnson will definitely be remembered as one of those. And Olivia tonight with 23 points, and she'll go over the 1,000 mark, along with Lexi Wallace, who went over the 1,000 point mark this year.
How about for the first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game? I don't know how you separate them. Again, they never come out of the game. The three seniors, but for the fourth, Kenna, who was out with the injury, those three seniors, Olivia Johnson, Lexi Wallace, and Kaylin Lastly, they never come off the floor, whether offensively or defensively. They make those contributions. And how about all three of them for the players of the game tonight?
Yeah, well-fitting, those seniors, and they've had a great career from Pee-wees on, and they'll finish, like I said, they'll finish with 3 straight regional tournament appearances for them during their career, and a couple of state tournament appearances, 2 trips to the Elite Eight, and they'll be well remembered as one of the best groups to ever come through, and high character kids too. We've been so blessed with both on the boys team and the girls team having a lot of these high character kids come through. It really makes the school and the community proud.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank First Arkansas Bank and Trust for sponsoring the player of the game and all they do for Clinton Yellow Jacket athletics. Putting Clinton first, that's the motto at First Arkansas Bank and Trust. I want to thank them, H&H Sports Bar and Grill, Petty Jean Fiber, and Mickey Parrish and all the crew down at Farm Bureau for sponsoring the live stream pictures tonight. Thank Noah Emerton for bringing those to you tonight. And of course, the Duhan, who had half the season this year. I want to thank him for that also. But I want to thank all of our great sponsors. But we're not through. We'll be back on tomorrow night at 8:30 as the senior boys will take on Little Rock Mills here at the Panther Den at 8:30 tomorrow night.
That's right. It'll be day 2 of the regional tournament, but it'll be the first day, the quarterfinal round for the Yellow Jacket senior boys. Got a win to play on in the regional tournament. So a lot on the line tomorrow night, and hopefully this big crowd will return tomorrow night for that late broadcast. And we'll have that here right for you. Well, that'll do it. They're getting ready for they're going to be 30-plus minutes behind schedule. They're getting ready for the first boys game of the day. It's going to be Central Arkansas Christian and Little Rock Hall, the Warriors. And we'll shut down the video, step off the mic, and, again, talk to you tomorrow evening. Thanks for tuning in today. For Sid King getting it all set up throughout the week. For Ron Robinson, Kelsey Robinson back in the studio for us. For Noah Emerton, our video engineer. And for my colleague, I'm Jeff Hall. You've been listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
You've been listening to exclusive coverage of Clinton Yellow Jacket basketball.
Everybody get your hands up.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by the